Woo! All right, so just as you see muscles here, we're going to speak about someone of resilience, someone who puts in a lot of work this Gold Cup and also this World Cup campaign. Not only that, it's not just the work that this person put in. It boils down to the situation, the circumstances, I would say, the variables, the factors, all of those things that surround this particular player. The reason why I highlight this player as the resilient. So I already touched on the Superman, Andre Superman Blake, definitely goalkeeper, always flying, always saving us. Definitely seems as maybe we're gonna have to make him a national hero to how often he's saving us. But this man heavy reliant in regards to how we think about the game. The reason why I said how we think about the game is how he put his mind to what he wants to do. Yeah, I can remember clearly. Anyways, recent history, but that's in the water. I don't. That's just a part of it. But anyways, people, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, people. Make sure you subscribe and help the channel to grow. We're gonna speak about Damion Lowe, and we're gonna highlight his performance and also highlight the mitigating circumstances that surround his performance. Now, let's get straight into the stats, facts, and all the things that the fancy stuff that guys, I love to cover. You guys know that I love to cover these fancy stuff already. Now, first thing first, let's get straight into, as I said, the meat of the matter. Damion Lowe. So this thread is solely surrounding Damion Lowe, highlighting his statistics, or the variables that affects his game stand and also what we want to talk about. So Damion Lowe, the man of resilience, carrying severe injuries from the Gold Cup onto the World Cup qualifiers. He pulled through with some really, really impressive stats through these two games with little to no. That should have been no. That should have been no. I don't know why I put no or no. The no recovery period, blood, sweat, and tears. Now, let's get straight into it. The first game that we played was against Mexico, and he played a full 90. Remember, people, I'm not sure if most of you guys remember that when the Gold Cup finished, it didn't went right back into the side. He had to do a lot of recovery period into the team in Al Etihad. He had to do a lot of recovery. So for this Mexico game, we knew that in this game we'd be under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, physically and also mentally, but he withstand. He's also one of the most impressive players through that game. He plays well in a deep block. He plays really, really well in a deep block. So let's look at his stats. 90 minutes played. He made 8 clearances, 2 block shots, 3 interceptions. That's for interception. 1 tackle. He encountered in 13 duels. He won 8 out of that. He lost possession 9 times, and then now he committed 2 fouls and also was fouled twice. Let's move to the next aspect of it now. He had 42 touches. He attempted 24 passes, completing 15 of those at 63%. We knew that the Mexican team, these guys were pressing us. They were pressing us extremely high, but as I said, he was resilient in how he approached the game and what he did. He attempted 11 long ball, only completing 4. Yes, that he can work on it. And the good thing about it, he's on record saying that passing is one of his areas that he really needs to work on and he wants to work on. But definitely, it's definitely improved. Now, there's also one concept of his game I would really, really love for him to work on. Sometimes it's a bit rush, very, very rush. Like you don't know what he's going to get. For example, let me give you a key example. That tackle that he made in the Costa Rica game at the edge of the 18, and definitely even Anthony Grant didn't like it, but it was extremely rush, not necessarily needed. So maybe that's something that he should sharpen up on. Maybe just wanted to ease a bit of pressure off the team, but he attempted 1 dribble, completed the 1, and he had 1 shot off target. Now, what I do realize that every single game, he at least amount 1 or 2 shots per game, which is a good stat for a defender. Now, as I said, I'm not sure most of you guys realize that Damion Lowe is not doing a lot of jumping. I'm going to go into that as soon as I finish the next stats. Let's go. We're going to go to the... We're moving down now in the third, down to the Costa Rica game. Moving to the Costa Rica game. So why? What's happening? What's happening here? People, I don't know why these things always choose to happen. Doesn't matter how well I prepare and what I do, these things just always seem to happen. Look at what's bringing up. Madness, total madness, people. So I'm just gonna close that off, people, and go right back to what I want to go. Okay, now the next one I go to is that these stats are pretty much impressive under the circumstances of playing at the Azteca. The amount of pressure that the Azteca, the Mexican team would put us under, deep pressure, counter press, and all these phases of press and counter waves of attack. We were really, really resilient in that game. We almost got something out of it. We did not get anything from it, but we almost, which is quite good. So let's see how we stacks up against the Costa Rican team. That's actually one of the tackles that I highlighted. Now, in the Mexico game, they had fairly good support in regards to someone screening them in Anthony Grant. Very, very good screen of the back four, which really helped out our back line in Mariapa and also Damion Lowe. So these are the stats and how he stacks up against Costa Rica team. He played the full 90. He made 2 clearances. Guys, remember that the rest period was quite minimal, even though he did not participate in the Panama game, but it's not like these guys get a lot of rest. He was still at the game. You could have seen that on his Instagram post. So he made 2 clearances, 0. He didn't block any shots. We also had 3 interceptions, 3 tackles completed. He encountered in 16 duels. He won 9 of those. He lost possession 20 times. Now, that is quite significant. That is quite a lot. Now, the Costa Rican game was a broken play game. So I kind of understand where it's one team going at goal, the next team going at goal. Broken as in a transitional game. So a lot of broken plays, a lot of transitioning, attack to and from, something similar like a basketball game. It's broken down here, going on attack. Yes, so it's something similar to that. No, it's a bit more chaotic rather than a systematical, structured game. It's way more chaotic. So he last committed 2 fouls and he was fouled 0 times. Next stats is that he had 57 touch. He completed 27 out of 45 passes at 60%. Though I'm not sure why the percentile is not there. He attempted 13 long ball, only completing 4. And dribble attempt 1 completed, and he also have 1 shot off target again. As I said before, that he tends to take a lot of shots. Now let's look at its overall, and so I said on an overall balance scale, he had some very good, impressive performance, knowing the odds were against him with these injuries. But he pulled through, as I said, man, resilience. So his overall stats, he played a total of 180 minutes, had 10 clearance, 2 block shots throughout that time period, 6 interception, 4 tackles, 29 duels, both inclusive of ground and aerial duels, completing 17 of those, lost possession 29 times, and the 20 account for 1 game. But I think that's something that it might work. He will work on that. He committed 4 fouls overall throughout this game. So imagine he encountered in 29 duels and only commit 4 fouls, which is quite good, which is very, very good. Yes, he did receive 2 yellow cards, so we have to make mention of that. So we're unlikely. I don't think we'll see him in the next round. Maybe I'm wrong. People just correct me in the comments, please. I don't remember, honestly, so I can be wrong. Don't want to be quoted wrongly. So touches, 99 touches overall. He attempted 69 passes, completing 42 of those at 61%. Long passes, 8 out of 24. Yes, that's an area that he wants to work on. But most of those long passes was literally trying to get the ball in the channel to beat the press, in which I think that's literally a tactical aspect of not him, but what the coach wanted to implement. And he made a total of 2 dribbles and complete those 2 dribbles. And also completed 2 long ball. You all know that long ball is different from long pass, right? So on an overall aspect, this is what he stacks up. This is how he stacks up an analytical aspect of stats. Now, let me tell you guys, he played this He played this World Cup qualifiers with a significant amount of injuries. He had straps on his calf, straps on his arm string, also his shoulder. He had a severe shoulder problem, which made it very difficult for him to engage in aerial duels and jump. But he did complete it a lot. So it goes to show why I would brand him as a resilient type of player. And definitely is resilient, really stood out throughout these two games that he put in a performance. And you could identify that he finished these two games with an average score of, I think it was 7.9 SOFA score rating, which is quite good, which is really, really quite good, not only to the fact that we didn't win any of those games and we were under a lot of pressure in one of them particular, but he still stood out. So these are all good stats and all good still going in favor of Damion Lowe. So I won't go any further. Damion resilient Lowe. Definitely we'll see how he stacks up again coming to the next round. Hopefully he gets the proper recovery, proper masseuse, physiotherapy, so that he will be 100% fit. Because at this point, he's not fit. Maybe we got a 60% Damion Lowe. So imagine if we got 100%, I believe that he would be significantly better than what we've seen. So that would be a higher and more valuable player to us. So get rest up and come back again, Damion Lowe. Great performance. Definitely man of the match performance in a lot of those games. You stood out. You really, really stood out. And it's not something that you can unsee. You can see it's clear, it's right in front of you, all the performances. So people, thank you very much for tuning in. Military Guna TV people, remember, smash the like button and also subscribe to the Military Guna TV people, and we are out.